Here we have a meticulously cared for 2016 Chevrolet Camaro 2SS Convertible. This one comes in Nightfall Gray Metallic, and then we do have jet black leather interior. The powertrain consists of a 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This example has less than 6,200 miles on it, so crazy. As we come around to the front end here, we do get our high-intensity discharge headlamps, as well as our LED daytime running lights. And I love the 2SS fascia here. It just looks fantastic. This is definitely my favorite trim on my favorite body style Camaro here. So if these seats were brown, it'd be over. But still, again, a great spec. Down here, these are 20-inch aluminum wheels. We get passive keyless entry on the doors. And then to the door panel itself, power door lock controls. We do have our memory seat functions, one-touch up and down windows, power mirror controls, and we do get blind spot monitors in this car, which is great to have, especially when the top's up. Trunk releases here, little storage, Bose sound system, heads-up display control. This one's pretty well spec'd out at almost, well, a little over $54,000 for the original sticker price, which was a lot in 2016. There's the hood release. Here's the power driver seat. And I mean, this is just a beautiful, beautiful spec here. It's just flawless. But I want to give a huge thanks to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro and AutoPro Nashville for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that third link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. Now, the back ends of these are also really nice. We have the dual mode exhaust on this one, magnetic ride control. This one is pretty well spec'd out. Gonna pop the trunk from up here. And there's your cargo space when the top's down. You have a little bit more space when the tray here is lifted up and then the top is up. But I mean, still you can fit a few bags in here. If you're driving this around, you're probably not gonna be trying to do full-fledged Walmart runs. But if you need a little bit more space, you also have the space behind the front, because it's gonna be kind of hard to fit anybody other than small children in that back seat. But that's how Camaros, Challengers, Mustangs, that's what they're known for. Fuel filler here. If you want the full output of this V8, you want to put premium in it, but that's not really a big deal to you. Go ahead and put regular in, you'll be fine. But here's our power front passenger seat. And then we do have a lockable glove compartment down here, and we even have the original window sticker. So you all can pause anywhere you need to take a closer look at that. Pretty interesting how they equip these. I just love these cars. I wanted one so badly back in 2016 where I couldn't afford a pack of gum, so. But yeah, 54,075. And look at that, 60% US Canadian. That's pretty high for a GM vehicle these days. Really any vehicle. But I'm gonna show you the sticker from Auto Collection. So, I mean, actually pretty well priced. I think $39,900. Again, for a car that has less than 6,200 miles on it. These things have really appreciated over the years after, you know, COVID and all that happened, because you just can't find these anymore. They don't make them, so. But there's that beautiful 6.2-liter V8. And then you can even see the air dams there. It's pretty neat. But before we hop in the driver's seat, I'm just gonna show off the blinkers. So pretty impressed by the LED lights on the tail lamps there. And then we had the incandescent bulb on the front, but that's an easy swap if you want to swap those for LEDs. Let's hop in here and go through the image from the driver's seat real quick. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn. Over here to the radio, we do get AM, FM, XM, as well as Bluetooth audio. We also get Apple CarPlay Android Auto compatibility, that's wired. Navigation systems here, and that's built in. You get Pandora, weather, if you want to sign up for those apps and use the traffic, all of that. Ambient lighting as well, which is pretty neat. And the ambient lights are kind of, you can see if you look closely, just randomly placed throughout. Change your language here, and then your other settings are down below. Backup cameras here, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And then down here, we do have our dual zone automatic climate controls, our 3-stage heated cooled seats. And then we can adjust the temperature using the knob here for either side. Fan speed can be adjusted there. Your hazards right here. And then for the shifter, you just grab the lever, reverse, neutral, drive. And then you can come over here. You can manually shift from the shifter, or the paddle shift is behind the steering wheel. Traction control, you can toggle here. Your drive modes are here. You get your Tour, Sport, Track, Snow and Ice. And then your electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. 12 volt. Bottle holders, there's more ambient lighting in there. Center console cubby space. 2 USB-A ports and an aux input are right in there, kind of hard to see. And there's a look at the back again. Now, over here, we have our OnStar in the mirror, and then we have our lights. The buttons are there, and then garage door transmitter, and then here is the button for the top here, so you can hold that down. And then you don't have to lock it or anything like that. You just hold the button, and then the car will let you know when it's done. But while we're up here, just a quick look at the gauge cluster. So a lot that you can do here, if you go down to your settings, you can change your units of measurement from US to metric, change what's showing up on the display, info pages, all of that there. But to the left side of the steering wheel, the stalk, blinkers, you do get automatic low beams, your high beams are there. And then you have your intermittent wipers on this side. So one time off, intermittent low, high. You can adjust that intermittent frequency there. Pull up for the fluid. And then heated steering wheel toggles here. You have your standard cruise. You can turn on or off, set your speed there. And then you have your radio station favorites you can go through. And then it'll kind of show you when those are set up, which one you're on. Volume is down here, down, up. And then these 4 arrows go through that gauge cluster in the middle, and then you have your Bluetooth, mute button, and voice recognition there. Now, if you look closely, try and zoom in there, heads-up display. You can change the info there if you want to do that, brightness, and then position. And then your push button starts here. Here's the key fob, and I'm just going to show you how you can actually lower the top here when the vehicle's off. And then you can kind of see this one has a black top, so unlock, and then you just hold this button here and it'll go through that process. Now, I always hated this because if you let your hand off that button for 1 second, even if it's a split second, it'll stop and you have to go in the car and finish it. But that's probably the first time I've actually done that correctly. But anyways, let's go ahead and take this 2016 Camaro 2SS Convertible out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Camaro 2SS Convertible, I put like $10 worth of premium in here because the gas light was on, but I really just wanted to see what this thing could do. I'm gonna give it a good pull getting on the interstate. But I absolutely love these cars. They're so much fun. They're so nice. They're still head turners, even being 10 years old. And the 2SS Convertible has always held a special place in my heart. Still does. Now the V8s in these are pretty strong. They, I mean, it's a strong car, it really is. But these have like a signature, I don't know what it is, if it's like a tick or a misfire or whatever, but especially when you're just getting in these like low mile cars like this, if they haven't been driven in a minute, they have almost like what feels like a misfire, but I don't think that's what it is. And then as the car warms up, it you know, it really starts to get going. Again, I don't know if that is due to the engine itself or the cylinder deactivation, the exhaust, or what, but it's always something that, like, if you get in one of these, and especially a new one, it'll have that, and then you just don't notice it or it goes away. I don't know, but I do think it's really the cylinder deactivation mode. But I'm gonna put it into the track mode. We're gonna give it a pull getting on the interstate here and see what it does. No one's behind me, so here we go. Gosh, it's so much fun to drive this car. It's insane. And then in track mode, that performance shift activates, especially after you nail it like that. And it's there's nothing like it. And I mean, the pulling power on this thing is just great. But huge thanks to Auto Collections of Murfreesboro and AutoPro Nashville for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that third link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. But this thing flies. There's nothing like just giving this thing a good hard pull. It's absolutely incredible. And the ride's actually pretty good. With the 8-speed, it likes to keep that that lowest gear kind of going for fuel economy purposes. You're able to get close to 30 miles per gallon on the highway with these, and it's just a really great car still today, being 10 years old. Just so quick. Now for the money, I think this is still just a good car to buy, especially with this low amount of miles on it. It's so much fun still. Again, it's so quick. The sound you get from the dual mode exhaust is unmatched. One of the best exhaust sounds I think you can get here. But put it into the sport or track mode, you get that nice rumble. And if you put it into the tour mode, you know, you get a more subtle yet still nice rumble. And that's what I've always liked about this exhaust, and why I always, whenever I was looking at my dream Camaros, they always had to have the dual mode exhaust on them. It couldn't be just the regular exhaust setup there. I had to get that option because it really helps make this car that much more incredible. But it's still a looker. Again, even today, it's still very fun to drive even today. And it's one of those cars that if I had the money, I would probably try to find one. I always liked the candy red with a brown interior, or this nightfall gray with a brown. And then if you could find that Easter egg, like a blue with a brown interior, it was, I think, the best color combo to get. But overall, I think it's just, it's still a Camaro. And Camaros, for me at least, have always been really fun, really engaging. Like the Mustangs, they just, if you have one, you love them. And this car is no different. To whoever buys this, they will not be disappointed. It's just, it checks all the boxes. It really does. Relatively practical. The ride is great. Fuel economy is phenomenal for a V8 car. And sound acoustics in here pretty good with the top up, and then with the top down, you can just go ahead and stun on them haters, man. But yeah, I mean, for 40 grand, I wouldn't hesitate to buy this if I was in the market for one. So if you're in the market for one, highly recommend this one. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2016 Camaro Convertible 2SS.